This video was created by Violent Pika, a Violent Pika lover.
Hello everyone, this is Pika Lover here, back with another Borderlands 2 video, and today I'm going to be going over the bad etec weapons. The really bad etec weapons. The ones that are just so terrible and utterly annoying. Some of them are really quite bad and just kinda annoying. Some of them are just bad in general. Some of them are just bad in UVHM. That's all I'm saying. Now, a couple of really bad etec weapons in Borderlands 2, starting now.
Number 11.
Dull etec weapons. Yes, it's really fair to mention to say that I really hate the manufacturer Doll. I hate it so much. I really hate him. I just really don't like the burst fire when scoped, for the most part. I just really hate that. And that's why I really hate dull etec weapons. However, it does have quite accelerated. However, I really don't like the dull blaster. There's really nothing special about it. Just the fact that it splits. Just the fact that it splits into 3. Almost similar to the Varuk or something like that. Basically, there's really nothing special about it. And yeah, really fair to mention to say that I hate it. So to get it, you will have to kill, you'll only have to get from a suitable loot source.
Number 10.
Etex black guns. Those things really suck. I really hate that they go into an arching trajectory. It's just like worse than the slow hand. These things just suck, man, and they can't even crit for the most part. And the accuracy it cannot be switched, even if you are wielding a Hyperion gun, which is really worse. Wish that could be fixed. I just wished Etex black guns could never exist in this game. So to get them, you can only acquire them from a suitable loot source. And just don't get it.
Number 9.
Etec pistols. I really hate Etec pistols, regardless of what manufacturer made it. Regardless, I really don't like them. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, anyway, I really hate those. Anyway, I just hate them. I'm just not really that much of a fan of them. I'm okay with just waiting. I'm just not really into them, is the thing though. I used them before, but now I just prefer better weapons. I just know better than just those suckers. And yeah. So to get them, you can only acquire them from a suitable loot source.
Number 8.
The Dominator. I really hate the Dominator. I hate the Dominator. I don't think anyone would want the Dominator. Yes, it would be quite rather good in the beginning when you're just looking for a corrosive weapon. Then at the end, you'll realize how awfully terrible this sucker is. You'll just realize of how terrible this thing is. I mean, it's just terrible, man. yeah, I really hate it. Usually they say it's bad at TVHM and UVHM. Basically, I just play on TVHM. Anyway, I hate the Dominator. And yeah. To get the Dominator, you will have to complete the quest, the Lost Treasure, which is in Sawtooth Cauldron. No DLC required. Overall, I wouldn't recommend going for that thing, but if you want one, like I said, I'm not the boss of you. Feel free to get one if you want one. Number 7. Out of all the Etex Pistols, this one is basically just the worst. This one is just terrible. This one's just terrible. The wanderlust sucks. I really hate the inaccuracy of it. Plus, they would split out and just home in for you. And yeah, sometimes they may not even home on the right person. Maybe, and sometimes they might as well not even hit an enemy. However, you have to be aiming. What's this? The bullets won't be able to aim, or you're trying to shoot. You can't even shoot while you're trying to shoot with this gun. And yeah, to get the wanderlust, you can only kill tubbies on OP8. Make sure you have to do Destruct Peak DLC, even though you won't see tubbies in the Destruct Peak, or just use a save editor. However, I would not recommend it, but if you want one, you can have one if you want one. Number 6. The Bandit Blaster Rifle. Now, I thought they were good, but turns out not really. All they just have is just a really high magazine size, and just basically sometimes just good accuracy. You can have really good accuracy, and it gets pretty okay. Over in UVHM, it probably isn't. Yeah. Of course, you gain like a buttload of experience when you try out Doc Mercy's etec gun in one of the missions after you kill him. However, they just suck because they don't do as much damage. Not really decent in combat, making it really just annoying. However, this one's inaccurate, so when scoped, and that's why I really hate it. So anyway, to get them, you can acquire them from a suitable loot source. However, if you want Doc Mercy's scopeless one, you can just accept the quest and just simply not do it at all. Number 5. Bandit Plasma Casters. Dang, I thought I was gonna really like Bandit Plasma Casters. Turns out not. Basically, it's just as impatient as the infection, but more impatient. I mean, what the heck? Alright, so as soon as you fire the plasma caster, the ball would just explode before you even have a chance to really even hit anything. And sometimes it's just inaccurate. And yeah, you will have to be really closer if you want the Bandit Plasma Caster to work for you. Otherwise, it's just not gonna work. So yeah. So to get the Bandit Plasma Caster, you could acquire them from a suitable loot source. However, I wouldn't recommend it. However, if you want one, feel free to have one. Number 4. Etec Sniper Rifles. I really hate Etec Sniper Rifles. These things just suck. I'm just not really a fan of them. However, the main problem with this is that they can't crit like a normal sniper rifle. Sniper rifles are supposed to achieve really awesome critical hit damage. But these few just can't. They just really... That's basically just the one downside that they have. And that's why they suck. So to get them, you can acquire them from a suitable loot source. Time for the other sucky one that can be obtained from any suitable loot source. Number 3, the melaco. This one is just not my favorite. Man, I thought I was gonna really like it. Thought this was gonna be a fun weapon to use. However, it's still pretty good. Basically, the downside that it just has is that not only can it not crit, but because of its high fire rate, it has total obnoxious recoil. It has really annoying recoil, making it really worse. Really hard to use. And that's why it sucks. However, the damage is good. However, just not the recoil. Okay. So to get the melaco, you can acquire them from a suitable loot source, just like I said when explaining the melaco railer. Number 2, bandit plasma cannons. These things just really suck. I just really hate them. I really hate them. They say that they would fire 3. However, one thing I really hate is that they would go up and multiply others. They may not even hit them. Plus, those multiplied rockets may not do enough damage. And sometimes it could go farther away. Maybe it might go farther away from the enemy. And that's why it just sucks. And the reload speed is just awful. Really awful. And yeah. So to get the bandit plasma cannon, you can acquire them from a suitable loot source. However, I wouldn't recommend it, but you want one, feel free to get one if you'd like one. I'm just saying that it wouldn't be worth a waste of your time. Number 1, the ratcher. This thing just basically sucks. This thing really sucks. Yeah, like I said, I hate Etex black ones, but this one is just the worst of the worst. However, it has a vertical grip, meaning that it will have a couple of projectiles. It'll still do the trick, but still goes into an arching trajectory, and it can't go as far as a normal etec black gun, making it worse than that. And the reload damage of this gun is really no bueno. This is why I really hate it. This is why you shouldn't even think about getting it. However, to get it, you will have to buy from one of the surf vendors, or get it from Hyperius. I wouldn't recommend it. However, if you have one of those, it's not the end of the world. Just try not to get one if you don't want one. Overall, it's a pretty bad gun, but if you want one, feel free to get one if you want one. Alright guys, that's gonna wrap up this particular video. Did you guys like this video? If you guys did, please be sure to leave a like. And as always, my name is Pico Lover, and I will see y'all later.